episode for y'all too today. This is season finale, episode 20, but season finale of our third season. So this is a very big episode. We can turn that down a little bit, boss. We can cut the music off. Put some ambient music. Let's rock and roll over here. So let me just tell y'all a little bit about today's episode. So before we get to that, let's get to the top gifters from our last episode. So at our number 1 spot, we had Animal. Always seeing her again. We had Liddy at our number 2 spot. We had Rich at the number 3 spot, making it again. Ellie Marie the Brat at the number 4 spot. And at the number 5 spot, we had Metal. So big shout outs to our top gifters. Can we give a round of applause for our top gifters? Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank you very much. Okay, so to tell y'all a little bit about this special episode, it is a blind date episode. So our bachelor and our 3 contestants will all be blindfolded. Yes, you heard it here, folks. They won't be able to see each other. They don't know how each other looks. They don't know each other's personalities. So it's going to be super fun. How the show works is we're going to bring the bachelor in, and then we're going to bring the 3 contestants in one at a time. You guys are going to get to know them a little bit, and then he's going to make an elimination. After that, we go into round number 2. Well, he'll make his final elimination, and then he'll pick his winner. They'll get to know each other off the app, and they'll tune back season 4, and they'll give us a bit of an update. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get into it. Can we get first today's bachelor, Joey?
Hello, good stuff.
Oh, you gotta switch the mic on. What's up, Joey? How's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Okay, well, I have some random facts about you, so let me know if this is true. It says that you have a 9-foot werewolf. How is that? Where do you keep it? Where do you feed it?
I bought one. I move it around the yard periodically.
Yeah.
Just to freak drivers out when they drive by.
Okay, and then give us another random fact about you.
Believe it or not, I got hit by a meteor.
How did someone get hit by a meteor?
It's 1992.
1992. Where were you at?
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
And we were watching. I think it was the Leonidas, and it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I was with an ex-girlfriend, and it's beautiful, green lights shooting all through the sky, and heard something whip through the tree.
Yeah.
And it wasn't all dramatic. It didn't hit me in the head. It just whipped through the tree, and it bounced and it hit my boot.
Yeah.
So technically, it hit me. And just laid right there.
Well, hopefully you get struck by love and you see the stars tonight on today's episode.
That would be great.
Okay, so we got 3 lovely contestants, but like I said, you guys are all going to be blindfolded, so I'm going to need you to be a cheetah girl tonight. This is your blindfold. You got to put one on, too.
It's not my first time.
Don't put it on backwards. And DJ, with the microphones, where you just said turn them on, how do we do this?
Yours don't need to turn on, it's just his, yeah.
Oh, okay. And what about this one over here?
That one should be good.
Hello. Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's bring in our first contestant. We can get her over here. That would be contestant Jasmine. Coming in, Jasmine. Coming in like Bird Box. A movie reference if anybody's ever seen that. The seat's right here. Thank you, my lovely assistant. This is your microphone. What up, Jasmine? Give it up for Jasmine. So, Jasmine, I have some random facts about you, and let me know that if this is true. It says here, I don't know if we get a little bit explicit, but you like the not wearing so much clothing. You like. You know, you like being in the nude.
Yes.
Well, hopefully we can set you free on today's episode. Okay, hey, give us another random fact about you that we wouldn't know just based on looking at you.
Interestingly enough, I was born with 12 fingers.
12 fingers?
Extra fingers. They're not there anymore, but yes.
Well, it looks like we don't need to give you a helping hand today. You got it covered already yourself. And what about just one more random fact about you that we wouldn't know just based on that?
I love thrift shopping.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a thrift shopper myself.
Favorite.
Actually, everything that you see from me, I got from the thrift store. I'm such a bargain shopper.
Same.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So let's bring on contestant number 2. Do we have Liv in the building? This does remind me of the movie Bird Box. Watch out for the chords. She's almost there, and you're gonna pass the mic over to the lovely Liv whenever she gets here. No wardrobe malfunctions. Booyah! How's it going, Liv?
Good.
Awesome. So I have some random facts about you also. So it says here, horseback riding at the beach. Sounds romantic as heck. So when did you start doing that, or how was that experience like?
It was actually with my mom, so it wasn't romantic, but it was a beautiful experience, and I'll never forget it.
Oh, that's and maybe a future date. You know, if you end up picking her.
I'll go horseback riding with Mom.
And speaking of mom, I think you are going to visit her in Italy soon. Are you excited about that? Ever been to Italy?
I've never been to Italy. I'm so excited. I'm going in December.
Oh, well, something in common already. Aren't you Italian?
What?
Oh, it's just something about the age.
Yeah, no. You're correct, sir.
Yeah, well, awesome. So finding some commonality today. And then give me another random fact about you, Liv, that we wouldn't know just based on looking at you.
I'm currently studying massage therapy.
Yeah.
Okay, another hands-on person on the show today. Don't sound too bad, right? Massage therapy, everybody can use a good touch. You know? Okay, all right, let's move the show right along and get our final contestant over to the stage. If we could get Savannah over here, Savannah coming in. Getting closer. I like the massage therapy background music that we got going on here.
Should be candles.
Yeah. Okay, so Savannah, how are we doing?
Thankful I didn't fall.
Okay, yeah, me too. Closer, warmer. Okay, so Savannah, give me a couple of random facts about you that we wouldn't know just based on looking at you.
I stab people for a living.
Stab people? What do you mean?
I also take care of them afterwards. So I'm a nurse.
Oh, okay, all right. Bringing it back on a ground basis level.
Nothing grosses me out.
Oh, okay, all right.
And I love animals.
And you love animals also. We got a love for animals over here. That's very sweet, very sweet. So what do you think based on what you're hearing about today's contestants?
The stabbing thing was a little concerning. But I'm a little weird, so I mean, is it pleasurable stabbing? What are we going?
Yeah, well, hopefully, she can stab you, not in the heart, you know. Okay, so I got some random questions that I'm going to be asking the ladies, but at any point, if you have your questions, you want to get to know them a little bit better, just make it be known, and we'll ask the ladies the question. So, guys, you're probably thinking, what the heck are you guys watching? We're tuning in here live on stream. It's like, this looks like an actual show, and that's because it is. This is the season finale of Rate the Date. We got our bachelor here, Joey. We got our 3 beautiful contestants, and we're going to get into the show. He's going to ask each of them 4 questions apiece. And then he's going to make 2 eliminations and make his final pick. They'll get to know each other, and they'll tune back in next month on season 4, and they'll give us a bit of an update. Okay, but without further ado, let's get into the show. So we got contestant number 1. Jasmine, are you ready?
Yes, hello.
Okay, so it says here, what is one thing you learned from your last relationship?
I learned lots of red flags, a lot of drinking and things like that. That's what I learned because I seem to date people who are just alcoholics and very angry alcoholics. So
Yeah, well, how was your drinking? Joey.
I'm not an angry.
that's all that matters.
I'm glad you learned drinking.
Yeah, okay, awesome. All right, moving it right along over to our lovely contestant, Liv. Liv, are you ready for a question? It says here, what is one of your biggest fears?
My biggest fear is losing family members.
Yes, that would be unfortunate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can all relate to that.
Obviously, yes.
All right, and then for contestant number 3, we have Savannah. Savannah, I have here, what does your perfect date look like? So if Joey was going to take you on your perfect date, this is the time to tell him what you like.
Well, I feel like I'm in pretty simple date, no fancy restaurants, food's weird. So someplace where we can get some normal home cooking, and then maybe just talk until the place kicks us out.
Well, that's very sweet. And she said home cooking, so you might be taking her home sooner than later. How else is it home cooking? Netflix and chill? Question mark. Okay, bringing it back over to Jasmine for her second question of the first round. Jasmine, I have for you here, it says, what is the best advice someone has given you? Or maybe like recently somebody might have told you to do a show or two, and you said yes to it. But like, what's some advice that somebody gave you that it ended up working out pretty good? I don't think any from these alcoholic ex-boyfriends, huh?
Right. My mom definitely has always given me the best advice when it comes to just life and relationships. But just to not accept anything less than what you deserve and to know your worth,
Good words of advice from mom. And if y'all wondering why I'm looking at Jasmine, she has this like crown nose ring that's hanging, it's all blinged out. You wouldn't know, but it is beautiful. Okay, moving it back over to the lovely Liv. Liv, you ready for your next question?
Yeah.
Okay, it says here, what is the biggest boundary that you have in a relationship?
I would say, I don't know if this is like fits under the category of boundary, but honesty is like the most important thing to me. I feel like I'm a really understanding person, so like whatever it is, if you come to me, I feel like 9 times out of 10 we could work it out. But if I find something out, I'll never be able to trust you again, and I feel like there's no relationship without trust.
That's beautifully worded. She's had this answer just lined up, ready to rock and roll. Okay, moving it over to our lovely Savannah. Savannah, how we doing?
Pretty good.
Hanging in there?
Yeah.
No falling?
No.
Other than for The Bachelor? Okay, it says here, amongst your friends, what are you best known for?
I do not have an indoor voice.
What? Well, thank you for maintaining definitely on today's episode. All right, bringing it back over to our lovely Jasmine. I like how we're just like, this microphone is just like very tactfully being placed amongst our contestant. Okay, all right, we have another question for the lovely Jasmine. It says here, what is your dream job?
Oh, dream job. This sounds kind of odd, but I am an excellent typer. So anything that I can just type all day long and make really good money, that would be like my dream job. But no such thing exists. So,
Ooh,
but I love to type.
typing.
Yes, in high school, I was the fastest typer in my class. I had 100 guams, like 100 words per minute.
Dang.
Yeah, so I can type really fast. But
Yeah.
that's okay too. So, thank you.
That is my type. I hate my life. All right. Okay. We've got
Sorry to interrupt. This just came for you.
Oh, okay. What is that here? Okay, it's time to plug the show. All right, so you guys are watching Break the Date. This is season 3, finale episode. We got the lovely Bachelor Joey over here, Cheetah Girl.
Hey.
As you can see, he's blindfolded. And we got the 3 contestants all blindfolded. These are his contestants today. We are in the middle of round number 2. And then we are going to make an elimination this round. We're going to move into round number 2. We're going to double the questions up. And then he's going to make his final pick. And these guys are going to get to know each other off the app. And they're going to tune back in next month for season 4 and give us a bit of an update. Sound good to everybody?
Sounds good.
All right, let's get back into the show. Thank you so much. And okay, so we have Savannah on deck. Savannah, it says here, what are you dying to try in your next relationship?
Maybe having someone who's loyal.
Ooh. We got a bad batch of ex-boyfriends on, like from these women. You got Savannah, Liv. What about you? Pass the phone up. Pass the microphone over to Liv real quick, because I think we skipped her. I apologize for you, Liv. Liv, I got a question here, but do you also have bad dating history? We got an alcoholic, we got a cheater. What do you bring to the table?
I feel like if it was a good dating history, I wouldn't be here right now.
Nice one, good one. Definitely awesome to have you on the show. And see, look, I'm actually getting people that are looking to date over here, you know? And okay, I got a cool question for you. It says here, what are you most passionate about in life?
Oh, why? I feel like where I'm at in life right now, I'm really passionate about just like growing, and trying to learn as much as I can about myself and how to, you know, improve things that I don't like. And I'm really committed to that right now.
Well, that is beautiful, beautiful answer. I appreciate your honesty. That is definitely, it's heartfelt. I was able to feel
Commendable.
that. Yeah, we're all a work in progress, right? Okay, so we have here, bringing it back over to Jasmine. We have here, for the last question of this round, Joey, you got any questions lined up?
I might.
Okay, how about you? Ask each of the girls the same question. So just come up with one question and we can ask them all the same question.
Okay.
If you need help, I'm right here.
All right. I want all 3 of you to place yourselves into a horror movie. Okay?
I love those.
Is your pet werewolf there?
Could be. All right. Which scream queen are you? Are you the sporty chick who almost survives, runs away really good, fights really hard, but does end up dying even though she put up a good fight? Or are you the virtuous virgin who does everything right, doesn't have sex, and lives?
Hey now.
That's how it happens. Or are you the promiscuous one that kind of dies first, but dies having sex?
Probably in the sauna or something.
I'm definitely the first one. I'm probably gonna die in the end. And I have a really good scream too, so I would be great at that. But yeah, first one for me.
I always want to hear it. Anyways, so
That's too loud. I don't even know if any
yeah,
of
this
y'all
is a
can handle
featured.
that.
This
Yeah,
is a
no.
featured episode. So yeah, all
I'm
right.
usually always the loudest in the room, so.
Fair enough. Okay. What about you, Liv? Which one are you? Are you the virgin that ends up dying? Are you
Sporty
the
fighter.
sporty fighter that ends up dying? Or are you
I really hate to say this because of context, but I always say if I were ever in a horror movie, I'd be the first to die.
Hey now. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad this isn't a horror movie, and hopefully you'll be able to stick around for round number 2. Okay, and then we have the lovely Savannah. Savannah, what about you? Which one are you?
I'm not dying. I'm the spicy ginger that's gonna kill the murderer.
She is the one that's on the picture cover of part 2, right? Savannah's
Like
Revenge.
cheating.
But she ultimately turns into the villain. Okay. All right. Moving back over. Okay. So that concludes our first round. Give it up for the lovely contestant. Okay, Joey, you have a tough decision ahead of you. You got the lovely Jasmine. We got to know who she would be in her horror movie. She said she gets a good stream. She's usually the loudest in the room. She has her I think Latin descent also, and she's a thrift shopper. And then we have Liv. She used to go horseback riding when she was young. She said she would be the first to die, but she wants to stick around into round number 2. And then we have the lovely Savannah. Savannah said she also is keeping her inside voice just for us. She said that she's going to make it to part 2 of that movie. She's going to live through. She is a fighter. And and so she doesn't want to be cheated on anymore. So she wants a guy with some integrity. Okay, so without further ado, you can't choose all of them. This is not the throuple episode. Yeah, well, yeah, I know, unfortunately. It doesn't get that good.
No commercial break.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, what about audience? Who do y'all think you should pick? Or are y'all mutual? Like, are y'all? Don't ask. Okay, all right. They don't want to. Okay, all right. It's 3-1. Who do y'all think? Oh yeah, forget that. We're live streaming. Who do y'all think we should pick? Contestant number 1, 2, or 3?
You see the sweat, right? You see the sweat.
4. Someone said 2. Someone said 2. 2.
I'm
number
picking
2.
the one that has to go.
Okay. No. You're first off. You're gonna tell us who is going to stick around into round number 2 and give us a reason why.
Okay.
So, starting off, can we get a drum roll, please? Can we just give a... Who is going to be our first contestant sticking around into round number 2?
First contestant. This is tough, man. This sucks. I'm interested in the Latin descent of contestant number 1.
Congratulations, contestant number 1. You move into round number 2. You will not be killed on this episode. Well, you said you did die at the end, so we'll never know. You never know. Okay, all right. So now this is where things get a little bit more difficult. Oh, yes, because the Latin descent, that's why you kept her around? You like
No, she also said she liked me.
Oh, can you say that a little bit louder? They didn't quite hear you. Okay, all right. So this is where things get a little bit more difficult. You can only pick one more. Can we get another drum roll, please, audience, and in the chat? Who is going to be moving around into round number 2?
I'm going to pick someone who's going to survive to the end.
Survive to the end. Congratulations, contestant number 3. So unfortunately, Liv, you will not be moving around. And she actually was right. She's always killed in the movie.
I'm really sorry.
But we definitely will be bringing her back over into season 4. Well, maybe she could be a bachelorette, and then we'll have 3 awesome contestants that hopefully aren't alcoholics, douchebags, or cheaters. So we won't be looking at hotel. Anyways.
I need some guidance here. Do I take my mask off?
Yeah. And I definitely, we can, you can take your mask off. There's no reason to. Yeah, you're fine. She can walk on her own. Oh, I think you might have made a bad decision. The crowd thinks she's beautiful. Okay, but you'll be able to see who you picked and who didn't pick at the end of the episode. Okay. All right, back into the show. Okay, but before we move on to contestant number 1 and 2's questions, how about you lovely ladies come up with a question that we could ask our lovely bachelor? So starting off with, let's shake things up a little bit with contestant number 2, which will be Savannah. Savannah, do you have a question for the lovely bachelor?
Do you enjoy traveling?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I do. Whenever I can, I try to, travel, whether it's on a plane, train, or automobile. I can care less.
Okay, so he's going places. Okay, moving it back over to contestant number 1. I like that these guys are playing nicely over here. They're in a sisterhood. Yeah, okay, so to contestant number 1, what question do you have lined up for the lovely bachelor?
What's your favorite kind of food?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I love food, so.
Little foodie?
Favorite kind of food? I am, gotta go pasta. I'm sorry. I just got.
Pasta, okay.
Yeah.
And more specifically,
some,
like what kind of pasta dish?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I like chicken palm with penny.
You hear that action too? I like chicken palm. You know? Joey the Cab's here. All right. Yeah. Okay, moving back over into this next round of questions. We'll have Savannah be contestant number 1 this time, and then we'll have Jasmine be contestant number 2. So Savannah, I got a question for you. It says, what values are the most important to you in a relationship?
Number 1, honesty, humor. If something bad happens, you gotta be able to find the funny in it, and loyalty.
Okay, humor, loyalty. Okay, I like that. I like that. Good answer. Good answer. Definitely. I think we can all connect with that. Okay.
What's going on over there?
I have no clue.
Hiccups.
So there's sounds to the right of me that are going on that I have a bunch of question marks about. Okay. Moving back into the question for you, our lovely Jasmine. It says here, what are your personal goals in life?
Personal goals. I would love to get an RV and travel the world. That is a personal goal of mine. I love to travel, so I want to visit everywhere and do everything.
Ooh, nice. Traveling. Pretty cool. So if you do pick her, you guys are going to be going places, it looks like.
Planes, trains, automobiles.
All the above. Okay, moving it back over to our lovely Savannah. Savannah, you ready for the question? Okay, it says here, what is your favorite thing about yourself?
My hair color.
Ooh, okay.
Why are we red?
Yeah, hey now. How do you know she's a redhead?
She said it.
Oh, okay, fine.
I said I was
I
a
did hear
spicy
that.
ginger.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, okay, y'all peek on
I pay
me.
attention.
Okay, all right. Jasmine, I have another question for you. It says, do you think dating is easier or harder on the internet?
Oh, way harder.
Why is
Way harder. It's harder as you get older, and the internet has made it a lot more difficult because people only see the physical you, and that's what they judge you off of. So yes, I'd say the internet and social media and all these dating apps have kind of made it more difficult.
You hear that, Plenty of Fish? Okay, Cupid. You're making it harder. We're having to move things in real life. Look at that.
It's very sad.
I know. But we're doing it. All right, moving it back over to our lovely Savannah here. And before we get into this question, I think we're going to plug the show real quick. You guys are watching Rate the Date, the #1 dating show on the app. And we have the lovely Joey here, who's today's bachelor. We have these 3. Yeah, give a round of applause for our handsome bachelor. He looks good, even with sweat on the forehead.
Very sweat. Very sweat. Very sweat.
Can we get the man a napkin? And then we have these 2 lovely contestants that are here on today's episode. This is round number 2, so each lady will get 8 questions apiece, and then he'll make his final elimination. He'll make his pick. They'll get to know each other off of the app, and they'll tune back in next season, season number 4, and they'll give us an update on how things are going. Sound good to everybody? Yeah. All right, let's get back into the show. Are we on, Savannah? Savannah, the question is for you. It says, what are some of your relationship deal breakers other than cheating?
Lying.
Oh, goes hand in hand, right?
Yes.
With the liar comes the cheater, with the cheater
Yes.
comes the liar.
Yes. I'm pretty much chill and can tolerate anything, just don't lie.
Is red your original hair color?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Your producers lied to you.
The inside source. Wonder who that could be. She's handing you back the microphone. Just extend that hand real quick. Okay, Jasmine, I have here, if you could learn a skill instantly, what skill would that be?
You know what? I would learn some mechanical skills and be mechanically inclined because let me tell you, that bill to go to the mechanics, no, I don't want that. So if I could do it myself, that's a skill that I would just learn and have.
So you need your partner to get his hands dirty around the house every now and then, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What about you? Are you a handyman, Joey?
I can be.
Yeah.
Yes, I can be.
Okay, all right. So you need to change a tire or maybe
Sure.
fix something around the house.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Yeah, I can't even do that.
Well, you got Joey. All right, moving it over to our lovely Savannah. And speaking of handy man, Savannah, you're a little bit of a handy woman, is that correct?
Yes, yes I am.
Okay, all right. So like changing the tire, fixing some things around the house, you could do that yourself, right?
I can.
Look at that. You know, just women can do it too, is what I mean. Okay, it says here, do you have kids? If not, are you planning to have kids?
I actually do have kids.
How many kids do you have?
Two.
Two little kids. What about you, Bachelor?
I actually have 2 children also.
Oh, bonding on the number of children. Look at that. There's a story.
Interesting.
A lovely lady.
Mine are old.
I think I would watch this episode of Brady Bunch more than the actual one, right? The new age spin on it. Okay, bringing things back over to the lovely Jasmine here. It says, what is the most random, I love this question for you. What is the most random thing you've ever done?
Oh man, I've done a lot of random crazy things. I'm a wild free spirit, so
Go tell people, you almost didn't make it today. Why is that?
I'm gonna tell you. Well, because I was gonna go to a nude beach first,
Okay.
and then that got canceled. So randomly, my girlfriend hit me up, and we're gonna right after this, we're gonna go to Rhode Island.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rhode Island.
Yep. So.
I see this homegirl in the audience. Make some noise, homegirl.
Homegirl there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Sounds like a fun trip.
Yes.
There's a new beach.
There is a new beach in Pennsylvania?
What? Where?
Where? We got beaches.
I'm there.
That's
Let's
what
go.
it is. Beaches.
After party. Let's go.
No, I think she's in Jersey. Don't know.
That's where I was gonna go.
Yeah, don't tell me how I know that. All right, moving it back over to contestant number 1. Okay, contestant number 1, I got a question for you. It says here, what small decision made a massive impact in your life? Other than being on the show. Potentially.
Deciding to stay living in this state.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Is that not the best state? It has its perks, man. I like the people.
No.
That one you've been to other states.
Okay, I'll take that. All right. She's a proud local. Okay, and bringing it back over to contestant number 2, it says here, what is your favorite Disney film?
My children know this, hands down. This is top 3. I know every word. I know every song. A Goofy movie. Favorite Disney movie ever. I still have it on VHS, and I still watch it on VHS.
I love that movie also. On the Open Road.
Yes. That Powerline concert at the end. Ooh.
Ooh, man, Powerline was awesome, dude.
You never played his voice?
Ooh.
Tevin Campbell. A lot of people know
Oh,
that.
yeah, true.
Yes.
He always reminded me of like Prince.
For whoever doesn't know that, Tevin was like a R&B 90s, 80s? Yeah, singer.
90s.
There you go. Savannah knows.
Awesome. Good question, by the way. Okay, bringing it over to Savannah. It says here, how do you communicate in your relationships?
Like an adult with words.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow. Awesome. Our live studio audience definitely loves that response. Yeah, not with your eyes today, huh?
No, apparently not, no.
Well, you said vocalizing your opinions is something that you're not shy of, right?
No.
Awesome. Way to go. I love that response over here. Okay, moving back over to the lovely Jasmine. It says here, do you like being around a lot of people, or do you kind of like being by yourself?
I'm a social butterfly, so I don't mind being around a lot of people in a crowded room, so I don't mind.
Yeah, true. I'm wondering this. This is our first blind fold edition. Is it harder, do you think, with the blindfold on, or?
No. I mean, now that I'm up here, I don't mind.
Okay, that's good. All right, bringing it back over to Savannah. We have a cool question lined up for Savannah. Savannah, what is the worst nickname you've ever been given?
Two back.
Two back. I've heard of Tupac. Why two back?
Because I was flat chested as a kid.
Oh no! Two back. That is a good one. Well, it's okay. My stream, I do workout streams, and they call me Flatjacks. I got nothing back there. I'm working on it though, guys. Stop giving me a hard time. I'm doing my squats. Yeah. I ain't trying to bring no boys to the yard though. All right. Okay.
I do want to point out I am no longer a two-back.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Already. Yeah, dude. Has mind wandering, huh? If only you had that blindfold on. Okay. All right. It says here for Jasmine, what cheesy pickup line is your favorite, or maybe which one has somebody used on you?
Oh, what they use on me? Because I have used one, and it is really cheesy, and it's really bad, but we won't go there. I had a guy ask me if my flowers needed to be watered. Yeah, bro, that was really bad.
Oh my gosh, one for creativity though.
I've heard them all, and it's normally older men, like old enough to be my grandfather, that like say that name. And I don't know what it is, but that's what I attract.
Yeah, those gilfs. Is that what
And that's exactly what he was. He was like 70 years old.
70 years old. Whoa. His mind's still working. Sounds like something else into.
Sounds like something else to work too.
All right, bring it back over to contestant number 2. All right, so I got a couple more questions, so let me pick some good ones here. And Joey, think of a question while I ask this next question that maybe you can ask the lovely ladies. It says here, what animal or insect are you most afraid of?
Oh, I hate snakes.
Ooh. You like snakes? What about you, snake? What is your biggest animal fear? Do you have sharks?
No.
I hate roaches.
Poodles on unicycles.
Poodles on unicycles?
Yeah, it's scary.
Poodles? Yeah, what brought about this fear? What kind of household did you grow
I was
up
a
in?
child. I grew up in it. Don't worry about it.
Are they carnies? Okay, I have a cool question over here for the lovely Jasmine. It says here, what television show would you like to live in? Or what television character would you like to be?
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
I haven't had a show.
You know what's funny is
Oh, you know what? I got it. My all-time favorite, The Nanny. I would love to live her life.
Oh, Fran Drescher.
Yes, that is my girl. I love her. I've loved her for a long time. All her cute little outfits, and she's adorable.
Oh, that's super sweet. I had a big crush on her.
Me too.
And then she talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's so funny. I've asked people what's your favorite TV show? And they always say, oh, I don't watch TV. I just watch Desperate Housewives and Gossip Girl. I'm like, those are TV shows. They're like, yeah, but I don't watch it on TV. I watch it on Netflix. On what? On my TV. Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure. Okay. Okay, Joey, I asked you to come up with some random facts for these lovely. It's a random question for these lovely ladies. What question would you like to ask both the ladies?
I didn't have enough time to think.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
All right. I think it's something very simple.
Okay.
So I heard both of you say that you had children.
Yes.
If you had one piece of advice to give to either of your children in the dating aspect of things in life, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, well, that's a good one. What advice would you give your children for dating in the future? Other than don't date alcoholic, douchebag, assholes, liars, cheaters, all the above.
Well, my children don't need to know that, but I would tell them to love freely but be smart.
That's beautiful. I like that. That should be like a Facebook poster, something. One of those a meme with like Will Smith on it or something, Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jasmine?
All right. So I often have talks to my children. We're pretty open and honest with each other. So I just always tell them to be respectful and always be open and to not be so one-sided in relationships and to show love, know how to love. And I don't think they'll have a problem there because I've always been a loving mom. So I think they'll be good.
Mhm. That is awesome. Awesome. Both lovely mothers and fathers on today's episode. What about you? What advice would you give your two kids about dating?
Good Lord.
Flip your question back on.
Stay off the internet. Meet someone in person.
Yeah.
Go to good places like a church or a library. And even then be cautious.
Yeah. Stay out the internet. Say hello, Dad. That is awesome. Okay, I got a cool question for you guys, and this is coming from one of our members in the chat. They ask here, Nita wants to know, how do you handle obstacles in your relationship? Starting off with our lovely contestant number one.
Well, I suppose it would depend on the situation, but you do have to compromise. It can't all just be give, or take. You have to compromise. So whatever hurdles, I would hope we would compromise and climb over them together.
Nice, compromise. Okay, you got to negotiate on some of the things, around the house. Who's going to wash the dishes? Who's going to, fix things, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I understand. All right, well, what about you, lovely Jasmine?
I agree with Savannah. I'd say compromise, and you can't be too prideful. Love is not prideful. So you have to know when to apologize, and communication and comprehension are very important, because you can communicate all you want, but unless the other person is comprehending what you're saying, then you're still getting nowhere. So.
Yeah, interesting. They say with relationships, or like with communication, it's you repeat what you think they're trying to say. You repeat that back to them, and you have them agree if that's what they need or not. Yeah, okay. I like that. See, I've been reading the book or two. Okay, and it says this one here, passing it back over to Savannah. It says, Honey Joy wants to know, if your crush took you out to the library on a first date, how would you add a little bit of romance to that situation?
By going to the adult romance
Nice,
section.
that's a good way of looking at it. A little spicy, put a little spicy
Little
spin.
spicy novel.
Yeah, there you go. And women read a lot of those things. I'm very surprised to learn, Fabio. What about you? If your significant other took you to a place that didn't involve much talking, or lack thereof, how do you add some romance to that situation?
Well, I don't know if we'd call this romance, but I'm finding a corner somewhere, and I think things might get a little hot and heavy.
First date?
Oh wait, okay. Hold on.
Hey now.
Oh, okay, God. I thought you meant like after already being in a relationship. All right, so first date, let's keep it classy here.
Hey, do whatever you want.
There's really not anything romantic about a library, so I honestly don't know. Yeah, let's find the best Fabio book and go through it. I don't know.
Okay, all right. So we're going to be spending a lot of time in the adult section.
Get close on the microphone.
Shade of gray or something, I don't know.
Hey now, you heard the gray, right?
If you go to a library and you set up a blanket and some candles and you get a romantic book, it can be romantic.
Hey now. Seance, anyone?
Or that sounds like fun though.
Yeah, that does.
Light as a finger, stiff as a board. Light as a finger, stiff as a board. Okay, I think we have enough time for one more question for each of the contestants. So how about you take this one, Joey? We got one more question left of the second round. What question would you like to ask our lovely ladies?
Hit me with that one. I wasn't prepared for that one. Oh, all right. Quick thinking.
So, maybe Paul had some relationship deal breakers, maybe something you want to get to know better about the ladies, where they would take you out on a date.
Deal breakers that's a touchy subject because everyone has different deal breakers, which is obviously the point of the question. But if I know what the deal breaker is, then I'm going to do it.
I think you just answered your own question.
All right. Very simple, childish question.
Okay.
If you could find one point in your life that you could go back to, what would it be?
Okay. Starting off with you, Jasmine.
I probably, I don't know if I would. Maybe when I was 17. No, maybe not 17. All right. I honestly, I don't know. There's really no point in life that I really want to go back.
Okay, so living in the present is.
Yeah, I'm all for it, present and future.
Fair enough,
I
fair
really
enough.
try not to go back, you know?
Fair enough. Respect that. Okay, what about you, Savannah? Is there any point in your life that you would like to go back to revisit?
I
Live that
would,
memory one more time.
I would go back to when I was 15. I still had my grandmother and I still had my best friend who passed away. And I was surrounded by all my friends and it was a good time.
Aw. Definitely, I would say, you gotta have self-love, but a lot of my best memories happened when people were around to share that with me. Life is very good with company, I will say. And unfortunately, that concludes our second round. Can we make some noise for our lovely bachelor? And ladies, you did great. Y'all did all the question asking. I appreciate it. Can we give another round of applause for the lovely contestants? Contestant number 1, contestant number 2. All right, Joey, we got to know these lovely ladies and the audience and everybody on the stream chat. Who at stream chat? Who should he pick? Who should he pick? He's not going to be able to see it, but I can tell him a little bit. All right, so like I said, you can't have them both. You know, this is not the throwable episode. You can only pick one. So, without further ado, can we get a drum roll, please? Who is going to be today's winner?
I prefer Japanese. Wow. All right. This is bad. All right. So
Making those werewolf sounds, you hear him? He high. Oh.
It's Italian werewolf.
Yeah, that werewolf's got an accent.
From the very beginning, I was sort of intrigued by both, but there was a little tinge of, I'm into horror, and there was a little tinge of violence and stabbing and stuff, and then I like it. I guess the Scream Queen that will sort of survive to the end, because then otherwise, what am I here for, right?
So am I hearing you right, though? Are we going with contestant?
Savannah.
Savannah, congratulations! You are today's winner. If we could have the lovely assistant walk, unfortunately. Jasmine, any parting ways, though, for the show? You did great, and I'm sure we'll have you back on as
Thank you for having
beautiful.
me. Can we take these on? Or wait, is it time yet?
Yeah, we're gonna have you come off, and then we're gonna have Savannah move a little bit closer. Can you walk her off real quick? Thank you, my lovely assistant. Oh, no, all right. Oh yeah, she's blindfolded off. She knows where she's going. Okay. All right, let's do a grand reveal. Can we move the lovely Savannah over to our contestant number 1 seat? I feel like I should get out the way, right? Right? Yep. Yeah, all the way. Keep it moving. Boom. Okay. Yeah, that is The Bachelor. Yeah, my voice is over here, but you got a hunk of an Italian man right next to you, right there. Okay. Yeah. All right. So on the count of 3, guys, can y'all count with me? They're gonna do a grand reveal. So 1, 2, 3. Take those blindfolds off. Laura redhead. Aww. seen sparkles and stuff.
Wow.
Hello, welcome back. All right, so what I want you guys to do is, we have a couple of weeks that you guys are going to be getting to know each other, and then you're going to tune back in 2 weeks from now on Thursday, which will be next month. Get to know each other. I think maybe a library visit, I think one of y'all likes playing pool. Both of y'all like playing pool?
I shoot.
I'm alright.
You're just throwing out some suggestions over there.
I have a werewolf.
Yeah, maybe you can show her your werewolf.
Show me the
No pun
werewolf.
intended. All right, guys. Yeah, just tune back in next month. We'll have you back on and give us an update on how things been going. Sound good?
Awesome.
Well, thank you. I appreciate having both of you guys. Y'all can make way over here. We got some drinks available for y'all. Thank you. Yeah, just set the microphone down right there. Thank you. Round of applause to our lovely winner and our lovely bachelor. Okay, so how's it going, chat? Audience, what's up? Y'all still alive over there? What do we got? We got a couple more minutes over here. So on last week, we had the lovely Top Dollar, and he chose the lovely Mariposa. That's a butterfly in Spanish, and she gave him butterflies. So I got a written update from them, but if they are here to request the box, we can hear how things have been going. So we had Top Dollar, and let me give a shout out to let me give a shout out again to our top gifters from our last episode. Look at that. All right, so at the number 1 spot we had Animal. At our number 2 spot we had Liddy. At our number 3 spot we had the lovely Rich. At our number 4 spot we had Ellie, and number 5 spot we had Meadow. So big, can we get a round of applause for our lovely top gifters on the show? Thank you guys for showing love. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, all right. Somebody's requesting the box. Boom, boom, boom. Got them coming on in right now. Well, I don't know if that was Mariposa. But okay. So we had Top Dollar. He picked Mariposa, which is, like I said, butterfly, and they got to know each other, but it was better off as a friendship. So sometimes that happens, but maybe we'll bring them back on as a bachelor, bachelorette. I mean, they don't call me Dory. Anybody can get a date for no reason. I like pairing people up. That's kind of what I've been doing. A big thank you for everybody. Crabby, I appreciate it. We got the lovely Chaotic coming through. Vampy, big shout out to all of my admins that have been adminning the show. Guys, we got a two-week vacation. So I'm sure my admins are happy to hear that. They have to go book and running around and doing all these things. But we will definitely tune back in next month. We'll start season 4. And then guess who's going to be on season 5? I got a 3-week version where I'm going to be the Bachelor. Sounds fun, right? Hey now. Dorian taking a shot of love. I wonder who's going to host it for me. Who knows? Stay tuned. I appreciate it, you guys. This has been an amazing episode. I couldn't have done it without you all on the chat, and I couldn't have done it without my lovely audience. So again, just give a round of applause to yourself. Thank you, guys. I appreciate everybody. This is Rate the Date, the #1 dating show on the platform. I'm your lovely host, Dory. Give it up for our lovely assistant also. Our contestants and our bachelor. And give it up to the DJ. We've been hearing him with the music. Has some tranquil stuff over there. All right, guys, tune in next month. We'll be rating those dates. Thank you so much. And that's an episode.